trail is pretty good. A few little ups, but it's mostly heading down. But it's a nice little respite from the heat up in the hill and all the ups. Trying to get into what's called Hiker Town today. I don't know if I'll make it. It's going to be a tough mile, but if we got downhill, I might. We'll see. I don't plan to stay in Hiker Town. Hiker Town has earned a... Years ago, it was a place everybody went. It was a place all the hikers went and stayed there, getting ready for the section through the Mojave over the Aqueduct in the hot day. So, but lately, I don't know if the management's changed or the employees have changed, but it's getting bad vibes from the hikers. Most hikers are saying bad things about it. The staff is not receptive. They're charging you 25 bucks to sleep in a wood shack with no electricity, and so you can't charge phones or charge things, and there's no food, water, that's about it. Anyway, down the road a ways is a store called WeeVille, and that seems to be the popular place for hikers now. And they will give you a lift in, and they have great food, and prices are reasonable. So that's probably where I'm going to go. Kind of hazy, but we're coming down out of the high hills here, and we'll be going into just the tip of the Mojave as we get to the Aqueduct. And this is what we're looking at right now. And we still got a lot of elevation to lose to get down there. But that means it's all downhill. I like that. Well, they fooled me. I thought we were downhill all the way into Hiker Town. We got more hills to cover. It's only about another 5 miles, but it's still uphill.
It's gonna be so pissed about not having like us and trio in his like.
So after walking the pipe for quite a while, it turns into, well, I can hear water in there. If you can hear it or not. Anyway, it turns into this concrete structure. So we will continue this way for a ways. Okay, we night hawked the Aqueduct last night, got to the end of the Aqueduct. Now we're on I stopped probably around 11 o'clock last night and found a spot to camp here in the desert along this dirt road. And we're going to follow this road for a while, heading towards Tehachapi. And that's probably maybe 2 days, 2.5 days. We'll see how it goes. It's going to depend on the trail. There is a little cloud cover today, so it won't get as hot as it might, but we're still in the tip of the Mojave Desert, so it could get pretty warm. Anyway, that's my walk right now. Just walking down this dirt road. The Aqueduct was pretty boring. We had about a half moon last night, so didn't need to use a headlight unless I was stopping to get a snack or water or something. Walked without a light most of the night with a half moon. For a while walked on the Aqueduct, the pipe, And then when it switched to concrete, walked on the concrete for a little while, but started getting hard in the feet. So then we started walking on the dirt road beside the concrete aqueduct, and that was a little easier on the feet. And when the aqueduct took a divergence from where the PCT is, or the PCT diverged from the aqueduct, whichever way you want to look at it, we had to stay on the road. And we're going to be on this road for a while, I think, looking at the map. And I don't know if you can see in front of us those big giant fans are turning up there. We'll talk about those when we get up there a little bit. All right, that's it for now. We'll catch you down the trail. Here's my view as I come over the rise. And it goes on and on down there. Somewhere I read that this is one of the largest, if not the largest, wind farm in either, I don't know, the country or at least California. Well, we're back on the aqueduct again. Going through the wind farm on the aqueduct. I'm not sure how far we follow it this time, but we'll find out. It's very windy. You know, if they'd turn off these fans, it wouldn't be so windy. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon, and I sit down to take a break. And I'm still in the middle of the wind farm, and it is windy, and they are turning and churning and making electricity. These things are massive when you're up close to them. Well, got through the wind farm last night, just to the edge of it, and camped. But man, it was still windy. I think it's the windiest night I had. Stakes pulled out of my tent. I had to get out in the middle of the night and restake and put some big rocks on them to hold them down. I was even behind a bush, but it didn't do any good. The wind just blew through there. Merciless and relentless is how I would describe the wind. I'm now a couple miles outside of the wind area, in climbing these canyons, and sat down to take a break. Couldn't find any shade, so the sun will have to do. But it was a tough climb. It looks like it's still going to be. That's where I came from, and that's where I'm going. And around that hill, and up that hill, and I think we're going to continue around until we get up on top of those guys. At least that's my my thought looking at the map. Good morning. Today is Saturday, June 2nd. Just coming out of Tehachapi. Spent 2 nights there. Took a 0 yesterday to get some stuff done, get some shopping, resupply for this next probably 6-7 day distance to Walker Pass. And then at Walker Pass I have to make some decisions what I'm going to do. Do I go on to Kennedy Meadows and see what the Sierras are like, or do I jump up to Northern California or Oregon and bypass the Sierras because of safety concerns with all the snow and resulting rivers that are going to be over their banks because of the melt. So anyway, I got a few days to think about it and research it. That's it's going to be a decision to make. A lot of folks are doing that now. I know a lot are considering flipping up north. I need to see what folks are doing that are closer to that area and and get some more input on the trail conditions. But anyway, that's where I'm at. If you notice, I'm in another wind farm now, and this place is very popular because of the way the mountain structure is. Tehachapi Pass gives a great wind tunnel effect as the desert heats up. Whoa, just lost my hat, hang on. Speaking of wind, as the desert heats up, the air rises and the cool air from the ocean flows through Tehachapi Pass and creates this big wind tunnel effect through the pass. So that's why there's so many wind farms in this area.